I'm sure you'd find it very easy to tell I'm in Goa right now, and I'm equally sure you just went, another holiday. But no, it isn't, at least not in the stereotypical sense. What's brought me here is an inspiring story about a group of extremely motivated individuals who genuinely care about the world we live in and make a heartwarming difference to it. But how about I tell you more about this over a nice long drive through this beautiful state? You'd like that, wouldn't you?
The Creta has always been a fantastic holiday car with its spacious 5-seat cabin, fun-to-drive character, a ton of features, and an air of premiumness to it. Choosing it for this drive to Goa was hardly a tough call.
Us car enthusiasts can definitely relate to feeling cared for and empowered by manufacturers like Hyundai, which, as a matter of fact, has completed 25 years of giving India some of its comfiest and most feature-packed cars, like this Creta, for instance. But what makes owning an immensely capable SUV truly satisfying is when you're able to use its capabilities, even if just once in a while, to do something genuinely impactful.
With its 115 HP 1.5-litre diesel engine, the Creta surely is a treat down the wide open roads of Goa, and covering long distances between, say, the south and the north of Goa felt as easy as the proverbial walk in the park.
Especially in the times we live in, it has become extremely important for us to be more hands-on and more purpose-driven about the world we live in. And the road I'm on is definitely taking me closer to doing just that.
While the Creta is that perfect big SUV we all want, it's also impressively maneuverable through Goa's narrow, flowing roads. The steering is light and responsive, and while it has the ride quality and plushness of an SUV, its mannerisms are totally car-like, which makes it easy to drive and very enjoyable too. My long drive across Goa's highways, back roads, and a short hop over the magnificent Mandui River brought me to the doors of the Panjim Animal Welfare Society, which delightfully abbreviates to Paws. Paws is a society of like-minded individuals who make superhuman efforts to rescue, treat, and help foster animals with a determination that is both awe-inspiring and moving. It's an important cause too, considering just how many of these beautiful creatures fall victim to road accidents and many other health hazards. Surely, man's best friend deserves a better life too, right?
And to tell us more about this very inspiring movement, we have with us the dynamic City Commissioner of Panjim, Mr. Sanjeet Rodrigues, who's also a founder member of Paws. Sanjeet, thank you so much for making time for us.
Pleasure.
Can you tell us something about Paws? Just something very interesting, just the entire foundation, the concept of Paws.
Well, Paws started as a shelter for stray dogs in our city. We had an issue with the growing stray dog population, which of course we cannot wish away due to existing rules, laws, regulations. And we had cases where there were increasing stray dog bites and things like that. We thought if we cannot do away wholly with stray dogs, then we should care for them.
But when did you begin your association with Paws, and what personally inspired you to get into this?
Well, stray animals and animals do not have a voice. They cannot agitate. They cannot come to the municipal commissioner and say that this is what I need. It's the other way around. We should have the voice. We should have the conscience to care for the voiceless. This shelter has come up basically out of this deep commitment, deep concern towards the voiceless animals in our city.
Do you think it's going to be a good idea for us to go to one of these rescue missions in the Creta?
Wow, that's a fancy car. I think we should take it along.
But I'm driving.
Yeah, sure.
Come, let's
Come on.
go.
A rescue mission such as this one sets you up against the clock, but with the Creta's peppy engine and effortless dynamics, our short drive to the scene of action was a confident and comfortable one, despite how narrow and busy the roads were.
So, tell me, Sanjeev, what is your opinion on adopting a dog?
You know, if you want to have a dog, you have a choice. You can go for a pedigree dog or you can go for a normal indie. I would advise people to be sincere. If you want to love a dog and have a pet dog, I think you can adopt. There are so many pups, strays up for adoption. We conduct huge adoption campaigns, adoption camps, and we promote adoption of these local dogs. We have been quite successful and in convincing people in adopting a stray. A lot of strays are adopted from our Paws shelter, and people now do come back to adopt another one. So that's the success. When I see people coming back to the shelter and say, I would like to adopt the second pet and a second stray, and all from Paws. What a joy it is, you know.
Paws has a busy network of volunteers who are only a call away from rescuing animals with a record response time of under 15 minutes across Goa. Once the animals are rescued, they are given due care and medical attention with all the required vaccinations, so someone adopting these beautiful creatures can rest assured of the safety of their pet and their households.
That was a tough but extremely beautiful day, and I think the sense of fulfillment just cannot be matched. To see the commitment and the resolve of Paws is truly heartwarming, and if watching this has struck a chord with you, I believe you really should get out there and lend a hand, because that's the least we can do for man's best friend, right?